Imagine getting paid just for sharing your thoughts on products and services you use every day. With Survey Junkie, it's that simple. Click on the link in the video description to discover how you can start earning today by taking surveys.
Patients left sexless, joyless and infertile after taking antidepressants are speaking out about what they are calling a silent health crisis. DailyMail.com has heard from people across the US, Canada and Europe devastated by symptoms they claim have persisted years after they stopped taking commonly prescribed antidepressants known as selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor, SSRI, drugs. Maxwell Martinez, 24, from Ohio, said he has been robbed of his vitality and confidence since he came off Prozac, one of the most popular SSRIs on the market, 2 years ago. He has struggled to get and maintain an erection and is completely indifferent towards sex, which has made it hard to hold down a stable romantic relationship. Lexi Leos, 26, from DC, claimed that taking Prozac for just a few days caused her genitals to shrink and they've still not returned to normal years later. She fears she will never be able to share an intimate relationship with someone again. Their striking accounts come on the heels of a lawsuit filed by doctors against the FDA, accusing the agency of failing to adequately warning patients of sexual side effects that can last long after they stop taking the drugs. The FDA has mandated for decades that SSRI makers include a label warning telling users they may cause erectile dysfunction, low libido, vaginal dryness, and trouble orgasming. But thousands of former patients say the symptoms persist long after use. According to the lawsuit, the FDA dragged its feet in addressing their petition to attach warnings to antidepressants about permanent zapped libido and fertility issues. Post-SSRI sexual dysfunction, PSSD, has been acknowledged by the Canadian government and the European Medical Agency since 2019. Mr. Maxwell told DailyMail.com, "The impact of PSSD has been profound, affecting not only my physical health but also my mental and emotional well-being. It is difficult to overstate how demoralizing it is to live with this condition, especially when it feels like it could have been prevented with a different treatment approach." The landscaper was given Prozac as a long-term solution to manage his severe anxiety. While it seemed to help his anxious thoughts at first, the loss in sexual function, reduced libido, inability to maintain an erection, and overall lack of sexual satisfaction has become more distressing than the initial anxiety. He discontinued the drug less than 2 months after starting it. Yet 2 years later, he still suffers from the same issues, leaving him frustrated and hopeless. But he hopes his story will help spare people like him from a similar fate. "Looking back, I wish there had been more thorough communication about the potential side effects of Prozac, and a more personalized approach to my treatment," he said. "My experience highlights the importance of considering all possible treatment options and being fully informed about the potential risks. It is not certain how SSRIs affect sexual dysfunction long-term, even if the patient no longer takes them. It could be due to structural or chemical changes in the brain brought on the medications that impede sexual arousal. SSRIs can also impact hormone levels, including those of estrogen and testosterone, which are connected to our arousal levels. An estimated 58 to 70% of antidepressant users experience some sexual side effects such as low libido. Ms. Leos, now 26, stopped taking Prozac after just 3 days in 2022. She said, "The first thing that I really noticed after taking it, it's just like, where your genitals kind of shrink to one degree or another. I just noticed my clitoris had gotten smaller and it seemed like just all the tissue had just kind of withered away a little bit. It just felt thinner, the vaginal tissue and stuff, and that was like the first thing I noticed. My libido had just largely disappeared." She added that while she still may feel attracted to a member of the opposite sex, the sexual urges do not appear. She does not experience normal arousal, saying that there is no genital-brain connection. "I don't see myself being able to fully experience an intimate relationship that with someone the way things are. I think that I could have kids. I don't think I'll ever feel as close with someone intimately." It comes as doctors are doling out prescriptions for Depressio.